You arrive at the eponymous... Whoa. Okay, let me try that again. Take two. You arrive at the eponymously named Repulse Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building on the shores of Repulse Bay, Hong Kong Island. Rolling storm clouds choke the sky, lending the structure a sinister appearance. As you push through the doors and into the building, a sudden break in the clouds reveals a sun that's gone red as blood. You make your way into a ground floor elevator. The attendant pays you no mind. As the car begins to climb, you hear the sounds of merriment drawing closer. As the doors slide open, you find Neville Maw's party in full swing. I think we're good. I'm consistently worried about the fact that I never have healing items. But I guess I could probably just get them on site and it won't be too much of an issue. The elevator disgorges you onto the mezzanine with little fanfare. Off in the distance, you can hear the sounds of clinking glasses, carefree laughter, and silverware on china. I'm kinda out of my element here, Alley Cat. I'm not much of a party person. How do you want to handle us? Check the apartment first? My vote is party. Can we go to the party? Let's go to the party and see if we can dig anything up. If you think you can get us in, lead the way. She rubs her hands together excitedly. The catering at these things is always top-notch. We're talking caviar, Alley Cat. Booze with gold flecks in it. I think that I might smell pheasant. He shakes his head at Gobbet. I don't understand how you can be hungry. I just watch you power down a dozen dumplings and a pitcher of oxtail soup. Oh, I'm not hungry. Don't think I could eat another bite. But I do have a messenger bag and about 20 empty pockets. She pats the bag at her side. Come on, Alley Cat. Let's go mingle. God, I love you. You're the best. Hey, bud. A sullen-looking troll stands on the periphery of the kitchen. He turns to you, shoulders slumped forward, and sighs. No restaurant service tonight. The kitchen staff's too busy with the party to serve anyone. Wish I could get onto the balcony. He sniffs the air wistfully. All that delicious food. See? This guy knows what's up. Looks fancy. Who's throwing the shindig? A Trid producer, I think. Saw some actors out there earlier. Same ones who act in Promises in Moonlight. He fiddles shyly. Have you seen the show? Of course. Can't wait for the new season. His eyes widen excitedly. Me too. That twist with Lady Chung in the last episode, what a cliffhanger. I couldn't believe it. Me neither. Good luck with the kitchen, buddy. Let's go in this little door. What is behind door number 1? Something to hack. Love it. Oh, right. Stealth. Oh, shit. Well, not stealth. How is that a fucking miss? What? Instantly? Oh my god. High security. Ow. Okay, that one's dead. That's nice at least. Ow! Fuck off! Ow, stop. Fuck. Let's do that. Alright, I'm fine. We're all good. Oh, that doesn't count as cover? Shit. Ow. Okay, rad. Search for information on Neville Ma. Rad. Yes. I found pay data. Alright. Cool. We are donezo. That was a nice short one. Now we can go hit up the party. The security guard stands in front of the patio, a bored expression on his face. He looks you up and down as you approach. Private party, pal. Invitation only. Here you go. He takes the invitation and scrutinizes it. He then looks at you, reluctance plain on his face. Enjoy the party, ma'am. Thank you. The glamorous starlet flashes you a standard celebrity smile, lovely but emotionless. Good evening, Penelope Wong, but please call me Penny. Pleased to meet you, Penny. Name's Argyle. She lifts her drink and takes a tentative sip. What brings you to our little soiree, Miss Argyle? I don't believe I've seen you around the studio before. Just business. I'm surprised Mr. Ma's up and about so soon after his accident. She nods eagerly. We all are. I must admit I nearly died of fright when I heard what happened. But to look at Neville now, you'd never guess he'd been hurt. It's miraculous, isn't it? His medical bills must have been steep. I saw pictures of the accident. It was a mess, Neville included. I wouldn't know. The hospital was first class, only the best for Neville. But I never asked about his finances. It's not my place. Can't fault you for that. If I had to guess, I'd say Neville reached out to some new investors to help cover his bills. Someone new? For a moment, she's lost in thought, face twisted in concentration. No, I don't think so, but Neville did make some new friends while I was in Guangzhou. Go on. There was a woman, can't remember her name, who now visits Neville regularly. I hear she's quite the fashionista. Well, a powerful man like him must make a lot of friends. Penelope shrugs. They seem to get on well. I'm a little sad he's never introduced us, though. She's supposed to make an appearance tonight. I'm very much looking forward to meeting her. Penelope's gaze drifts over your shoulder for a moment, and she smiles at someone behind you. Oh, please excuse me, that's Mr. Yo. And I promised him I'd say hello tonight. Enjoy the party. Thank you, Penny. It was a pleasure. Why does this producer look like a Shadowrunner? The party-goer raises an eyebrow at your approach. They're serving century-old Cabernet like a punch here. It's hard to believe considering how much a single bottle costs, but it's even harder to believe Mr. Ma's hosting this party, and so soon after his accident. I heard about that. Doesn't seem to have slowed him down. The man's a machine. He smirks, amused by himself. Not literally, but he might as well be the way he sprang back after being T-boned at 140 clicks an hour. Seriously? Man should look like cat food after an impact like that. I don't know how, but here he is, alive and kicking. Or dining, regaling, what have you. If you ask me, it's all that positive ki the fans have stirred up. I heard there were entire message boards praying for him and making offerings at temples. The Matrix is nuts for promises in Moonlight. If Ma hadn't negotiated a second season, his fans would have just as easily turned on him. If that's all it takes to win immortality, maybe I should become famous too. Isn't that why we're all here? To be famous, become famous, or make someone else famous? He catches sight of someone across the room and waves. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Let's talk to Neville Ma. Neville Ma is dressed in an immaculate suit, surveying his party from the edge of the balcony. As you approach, he inclines his head respectfully. Good evening, miss. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've been formally introduced. He straightens his wristwatch. I'm Neville Ma, owner of Yellow Spring Studios. Argent? What? That's not the name. The pleasure's all mine, Mr. Ma. Call me Miss Argent. Thanks so much for hosting this gala. You're very welcome. It's important to show the industry and the press that Promises in Moonlight is doing well, and that we're still a local operation. I hope that you're enjoying yourself. I've heard about your accident. How did it happen? He sighs. It seems as though that's all anyone wants to hear about these days. To be honest, I'm getting rather tired of repeating the story. Suffice it to say, a delivery truck, a drone, experienced a glitch and ran a red light. If it hadn't hit me, it would have hit someone else. Do you think it was intentional? What, the glitch? I can't rule it out, but that seems rather far-fetched to me. I'm just a Tridio producer, hardly the sort of man to find himself on anybody's enemies list. You were discharged from the hospital pretty quickly after your accident. Your treatments must have been expensive. Not especially. Guangzhou's hospitals are top tier. Confidentially, my rapid recovery mostly came down to luck. The accident could have been a lot worse than it was. I owe Eurocar a lot of thanks for their safety measures. I heard you made a new friend while you were in the hospital. Yes, Miss Fang. She was quite an admirer of Promises in Moonlight. She kept my spirits up as I was recovering from the accident. What line of work is she in? She's independently wealthy. I believe that she was an early investor in Eastern Tiger during their expansion several years ago. Thanks for talking with me. Alright, let's go ransack his apartment real quick. I know the code, right? I can just hit a button and go in. 1635. Alright, let's do some investigating. Oh, it's cold in here, huh? What the fuck is that sound? There's some whispering happening. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines and spirits. Several decanters sit atop it, but one in particular catches your eye. A bottle of brilliantly bright red wine. You take a gulp and quickly gag. The wine's strangely warm, given the temperature of the room, and disgustingly salty. What is wrong with you, woman? Do you usually dip into people's wine collections while illegally searching their houses? Lesson learned. Gross. I don't care if it's cat piss or Zeus's tears. What I do care about is that you've just left DNA evidence in an apartment we've broken into. Duncan pulls an alcohol swab from his belt pouch and wipes off the mouth of the decanter, mumbling angrily to himself. He shakes his head. I swear, Alley Cat, sometimes. Sorry. The opposite side of the living room is dominated by a massive security door. It's much heavier than the exterior apartment door, and looks like a recent addition. The wall has clearly been reinforced to support it. A series of top-of-the-line commercial-grade mag locks hold the doors sealed. It'd be easier to tunnel through the wall than it would be to break them open. Examine the door. A cursory glance at the door frame reveals no sign of a keypad or a jack point, but you do see what appears to be an RFID reader. A 16-digit number has been stenciled onto the side of the reader in red ink. This didn't come with the apartment. Looks new. Mom must have had it put in after the accident. Wonder why he chose to have this done to an interior door. To keep up appearances, I think. Can you imagine what installing this monstrosity in the hallway would do to the building's aesthetic? People would talk about it, and that's exactly what a man like Ma doesn't want to have happen. Well, one thing's certain. We aren't getting through there without a key. Most likely that means we'll have to get one from Ma or from one of his people. Ah, shucks. I guess we'll just have to go back to the party. I mean, that is the next logical step. Tell me we're going back to the party. Looks that way. Saddle up, we've got a party to attend. We were just at the party. Meh. I know where to get it. I think it's... Actually, no, it is this guy, right? What's with the guard by the balcony? I've got some questions about Neville Ma. Heard of him? So we can go get the RFID key from this guy, who will give it to us because he's not super fond of Neville Ma. I like that guy. He's just like, all right, yeah, sure. I'll give you this guy's key if you make him lose some sleep tonight. I'm all about that. Fuck it up. That man insulted my dumplings. Fuck that dude. As you approach the door, a light set into your key fob goes from red to green. There is a loud series of thunks and the door slides open. A blast of frigid air floods into the room from the other side. That's weird. Cyber terminal. An expensive consumer-grade computer terminal awaits your input. The display background is set to a screen capture from Promises in Moonlight. Penelope Wong's radiant face beams at you from a corner of the screen.
This must be Ma's personal terminal.
He smiles.
Can't think of a better place to dig for dirt on the man.
Log into the computer as a guest. Which email? Neville Ma is frequently emailing a woman named Ku Feng. They seem close, exchanging a lot of thinly veiled flirtation. It appears that Neville has been lavishing Ku Feng with money and affection, expensive gifts, rent checks, miserable attempts at poetry, seeing to it that her every need is met. Interesting. He spent next to nothing on his medical bills, but he only stayed for 3 days. And he's spending a lot of money on a woman named Ku Feng. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll lock off his door. Anything else to look at in here? Is that a bath? Is there a bath drawn? Interesting. Without warning, a frigid wind blows through the apartment. The chill cuts through your clothing, raising goose flesh all over your body. Where is that coming from? There is another blast of cold, and a pale and imposing woman materializes out of thin air. A throng of blank-faced men and women materialize alongside her. Ah, the little dog who's been sniffing around Neville Ma's affairs. Her voice is imperious, arrogant. Ku Feng, I presume? She nods. Just so. My servants have been watching you since you arrived. I suspect that you are an evil woman and that you are here to do harm to Neville, and so I came to stop you. I couldn't be less interested in hurting Neville, lady. I'm just here to finish a job. If that is true, then it is a shame. You have seen my face and you know what I am. Naturally, I cannot allow you to leave, and you can't afford to fight me here for fear of police involvement. She lifts her chin imperiously. Perhaps we can settle this in a more civilized manner, a face-off in a neutral location. Will you accept my challenge? A duel at midnight works for me. Very well. She steeples her fingers. As for the terms, if I win, you willingly submit to my influence. You become my pawn, and if you win, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. She nods, grinning. Wait 15 minutes for the sun to go down, then come to the roof. We'll settle this there like gentlemen and ladies. Alright, cool. The sun dips below the horizon, mist coalesces, coating the rooftop in dew. Ku Feng and her cohorts appear. Are you prepared to become my servant, human? You must not resist or I'll be forced to kill you. Should it come to that, I'll endeavor to make it swift and painless, but no promises. Let's see what you've got. So we need to go after her first, I believe. If I do recall correctly, do that. Wait, what? Yes. And then... Oh, yeah, haste costs 2. Fuck. I forgot about that. Alright, Raptor. We need you to do... this. This crochet is... very good. Shit. Wow, how was that a miss? Did you just punch Crochet? You just punched a goddamn robot? Oh yeah, I have a drone too. I forgot about that. Hey. Wow, okay, this will be rough. That's fine. Aim. Do a bit of shooting. You have a gun? You do. These are civilians, though. I need to keep that in mind. Leave Crochet alone. Leave my drone alone. Alright, oh yeah, she heals between turns, doesn't she? Bummer. Alright. Oh, fuck. Crochet might break. Oh yeah, I only have 1 AP because I'm using my drone. Oh, crochet is broken. Fuck. There we go. Kufeng's calm and haughty demeanor dissolves as her eyes grow wild. Wait, I surrender. Don't kill me. What's wrong? Not feeling so powerful now? She clasps her hands, pleading. The whole Mistress of the Night thing is just an act. I'm just an accountant that got infected. I don't really know how to fight. I was faking it. I just wanted to scare you into backing down. An accountant? She nods. I was on a business trip to Shawnaway last year. I went to a rave, got drunk, and passed out. When I woke up, I was in an alley and someone had done this to me. And so you, what, decided to embrace the whole vampire thing? What choice did I have? I couldn't go back to work and it was a dead-end job anyway. No upward mobility, no room for growth. I did what anyone would have done. I tried to make the best of it to capitalize on my new abilities. I'm a vampire now. I can't control that, but I can control how I choose to monetize it. So, what was your end game? How did you see this working out? Beats me. It's not like I have a rule book for this or anything. I'm just making it up as I go along. Who knows? Maybe I could eventually become the vampire queen of Repulse Bay. Well, I suppose that I can't fault your ambition. Thanks. I mean that, but it's never going to happen. I'm not any good at this. I know that now. She looks away in shame. Her voice goes flat. I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself now. If I'm ever found out, I'll get killed for the bounty money. This was my only real shot and I blew it. How did you manage to survive? I've been hiding out in Kowloon. I was hoping to just disappear. As far as my friends and family know, I'm missing. Maybe dead. Her chest hitches. She looks miserable. I think that's for the best. I mean, how could I explain what I'd become? Can you imagine how ashamed my family would be to find that I'd become this monster? No, it's better that they think I'm dead. So, can we call a truce or something? I scratch your back, you let me live? She clasps her hands, pleading. What do you say? Yeah, sure. She nods eagerly. Yes, anything. Just tell me what you need. First off, I want some answers. How are you and Neville Maw connected? I happen to be in the same hospital that he was, trolling for a meal. I don't like to drink blood from unwilling people, so I go to hospitals at night looking for people who won't mind if I take a sip. People in comas, patients with terminal illnesses, that kind of thing. It makes me feel better about what I have to do. So I wandered into his room, and I recognized Neville Maw. I'd seen him on the news, seen photos of the accident. He was in really bad shape, a lot of broken bones and internal injuries, but somehow he was still conscious. So you offered to help. Well, I knew that if I gave uninfected people my blood, they'd be able to heal like I did, just not as fast. I'd figured that out early and by mistake, but it can come in handy from time to time. So when I saw that Neville was conscious, I decided to make my grand appearance. I materialized in the room and told him that I'd make him a trade. I'd fix him up, good as new, but he'd owe me some favors for it. I wasn't specific as to how many favors or what kind. He agreed. Actually, he leapt at the chance to become my pawn. I guess that when you're all broken up like that, you'll do just about anything to get better. The deal was done, and we got along. I think he's charming, he thinks I'm funny, and he doesn't care that I'm a vampire. He told me that he gives me nice things because he likes me and not because he owes me his life. It's all very sweet. What's it like to be a vampire? About the same as being a person. The human metahuman vampiric virus is like any other disease, except instead of coughing, I can't go out during the day. It's not all bad, though. I can turn into mist, and I'm a lot stronger than I used to be. I still have to wash my hair and pay for parking. You know what I miss the most? Steamed buns. I can't eat or drink anything except blood, and I loved street food before I got infected. Sometimes I'll walk by food carts just to smell the things they're frying up. But if I buy something 10 minutes later, it's all coming back up in a mess. Gross. Is there a cure? I wish, but no. The only cure that is being tossed is being tossed in a bonfire, or having your head cut off. And almost every nation in the world will pay a bounty for a dead vampire. It's not like I had much of a choice, you know. Be a vampire or get killed for some quick cash. It's a pretty raw deal for me either way. I've decided what's going to happen. You're going to live up to your potential, and I'm going to help you. She blinks. You are? We are? Me and Duncan, we grew up on the streets. We can't teach you much about how to be a monster, but at least we can tell you what not to do.
Yeah, we could. But why would we?
Because in Hong Kong, connections are power, and I want the Vampire Queen of Repulse Bay to owe me a favor. A brilliant smile breaks out across her face. Well, in that case, I accept. Gratefully. What about Dr. Shen Yang? What are we supposed to tell him? He wants Penelope Wong. What do you say, Kufang? Think you can get Neville to let her go? In a heartbeat. Neville can't say no to me. He'll do it, no question. In that case, it's settled. We'll be in touch. She bows, smiling. It is settled then. May this be the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Vampire lady. O'Shea, you okay? O'Shea, you're fine. Doesn't seem like there's anything for me to grab up here. Let's leave. Yep. We done here. The clink of glasses and sound of Neville Ma's party fades into the distance as you leave the Repulse Bay. As the MTR carries you toward Hioi, the mountains of Hong Kong Island roll by as looming masses, obscured by rain and storm clouds. Penelope Wong has been fired from Promises in Moonlight, and Ma will be at a serious disadvantage without her. The whims of Trid viewers shift as readily as the tide, and without the Starlet's presence, Promises in Moonlight will undoubtedly lose ratings. What's more, you've managed to turn a powerful foe into a potential ally. Only time will tell how Kufang will repay you, however. Accurate, I suppose. I mean, we're friends now, right? Best friends. Bestest friends. Bestest friends ever. The long loading screen. You're almost there. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna have karma to spend. That's exciting. Hello? Video games? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Are you gonna crash on me? There's no reason for you to crash on me. What's going on? Oh, there you go. I gained 4 karma for that? Are you fucking kidding me? That's barely anything. Well... Alright, fine. I have 3 left. Let's do that. Fine. Oh, wait. We can level everybody up, though. Raptor! Yes. Shuriken. Alright. Let's go get paid. Chen Yang is busily puffing away on a foul-smelling cigar, his comb link in one hand. His eyes flash with anticipatory glee as he sees you. Dr. Shen Yang greets you in the name of all producers. How'd the shindig go? I've got the information you wanted. You explain the night's events from start to finish. As you speak, Shen Yang's face grows ever more incredulous, until finally his mouth is left hanging halfway open. He slowly places the cigar in a nearby ashtray and shakes his head in disbelief. Vampires in the treat industry, a vampire queen no less. What a nightmare. At least you got me wrong and a poor Neville's show is dead. That's something. Alright, kid, I'll send payment to your Matrix drop. You earned it. Damn right I did. Dr. Shen Yang is about to speak, but his comlink begins to buzz. Irritated, he answers it and switches to speaker mode. Yeah, who is it? What do you want? Hello, Shen Yang. I just wanted to let you know that I've released Penelope Wong from her contract. If you're still interested in her, she's all yours. Also, I hope your business is doing all right. I'd heard you'd had some problems with cash flow. If you need a loan, I'd be happy to help. Dr. Shen Yang eyes the image of Neville Ma with deep suspicion. You don't sound too mad, Nev. What's the catch here, anyway? You must have the next big thing lined up already. Oh, Doctor, there's no need for it. Do you want to know why I keep winning our little contests and you're always playing catch-up? It's because you think people like Miss Wong actually matter. They don't. Stars are crafted, molded out of talent, yes, but ultimately constructed. With enough time and effort, anyone can be made into a star. It's just a question of manipulating public perception. Maybe so, but I got her now, and your show's dead in the water without the star. What do you think of that, eh? I think that I'm going to do what any good soap opera producer would do. Write her character out with a tragic death and bring on someone new. You labor under the misapprehension that viewers have loyalty. They don't. They only have appetite. As long as you chase stars like Wong, you will lose. Don't be afraid to think bigger, Doctor. Reach out for the drama, not the dramatists. With that, Neville Ma hangs up on Dr. Shen Yang. For the next 30 seconds, Dr. Shen Yang releases a stream of violently imaginative invectives at his phone. Even Strangler Bao looks taken aback at the ferocity of Shen Yang's anger and the inventiveness of the sexual positions that he describes. Finally, he takes a deep breath and composes himself. That dirty little weasel insulted my creativity like that? The nerve. Go on, kid, we're done here. Thanks for all your help, but I gotta get going. I gotta talk to a guy about buying a bunch of snakes. Alright. Seems normal. Let's get paid. Four unread messages. Restaurant job, urgent task. Very urgent. No, I need to go to the jobs directory. God, these jobs pay for shit. I guess I could buy a fancy new gun if I really wanted to.